Look at the pretty view from my deck. Well, this is an update slash channel origins video. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've done this for 3 years. I've basically ridden off the back of AWL, and it's been a great 3 years. I've expanded. I've brought myself a gaming channel, Pure Full Games, which is launching October 1st was Scary Month. And then November will be the start of my Every Console Ever series. What I hope to play in October is Resident Evil and Silent Hill. Those are the 2 games I hope to play for the original PS1 on emulator. Not a problem. A few days ago, my AWL European Championship was lost. Like the belt, I don't know where it is. So AWL will continue, but Dean Ambrose's reign will be halted for the time being, for the simple fact that I don't know where the title is. Also happening, every console ever will be happening in November. The year of sequels is in 2017, where I play sequels to games that I've played on this channel. So there's going to be a lot of sequels, so like Pokemon sequels, Sly Coopers, Ratchet and Clanks, so on and so forth. I'm hoping to squeeze in Doom, so I can get Doom's sequel. And for up and coming games I plan on playing, once I play the game, the sequel is allowed, so like Crash Bandicoot and stuff like that. So channel origins. When I first started, my very first video was how to create a team in NHL 06. Why 06? I don't know. It's the only game I really had because I only had a PS2 back then. I didn't have a PS3. Yeah, 3 years ago I didn't have a PS3. I have one now. There's a PS4 in the house. That's what I'm doing MLB 15 on. And it was supposed to just be a little fun side project to do whenever. Then one day I was like, why don't I do what a lot of people do? Slap camera on, put wrestling figures on in a ring, and record a match. So I recorded 3 separate matches. They got pretty good views. I think they're all hit like 20 plus in the first few days of being up. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a show. I'm gonna call it AWL. AWL is abbreviated for Andrew's Wrestling League. I got the idea from DGGX Animations and wrestling YouTubers like that, and I was inspired, and I was like, I want to do something like this. I know the roster's gonna be small, but I had like almost 30 wrestlers, and now the roster's just expanded and expanded and expanded and expanded. The one thing I do regret though is not making a gaming channel sooner, because AWL was my life. Now it's dead for now. It will come back next week. Taking this week off. Backlash won't happen. Sorry. Next pay-per-view, which is No Mercy for SmackDown Live, that's when the match that we're playing for Backlash will happen at No Mercy. Backlash is done, except for Ambrose versus Rollins for the AWL European Champion, unless the title is found by then. Or get a new title to replace it. I'd like to do a lot. I don't have a lot left. I don't have much in the tank. The tank's running on low. I run out of creative things to do. It's been hard the past couple of days. I just haven't had the will to record. And I don't know why. I've just been tired and there's so much I want to do, but there's so much I haven't done. But I promise, every game console ever will happen this year, like I promised. Uncharted and Split Second will be finished eventually. I don't know a lot left to do. Top 10s are coming back. Reviews of like books, games, animation, stuff like that. I'll just review. Sit probably out here on the back deck. Review. You get a pretty view of the ocean, and I review. Unless it's a game, then the appropriate gameplay will be there. I just have one thing to say, and that's the channel's far from done. There's still lots left to do. I'm hoping to get my goals achieved Like, it's been slow, 16 subscribers, and I'm like, I didn't care if I was doing this for one person or a million. I didn't care. I'm doing it for fun. You can flag all your big YouTubers for like, oh, you suck, and you're Stan, and I know I don't bring anything new to the table, but I mean, I'm doing what I like. People out there like it, great. People don't, whatever. I don't wake up to impress. I wake up, I do my shit, I get shit done. AWL will be back Monday. The videos will come back tonight or tomorrow. I'm planning a series of something. I don't know what I'm gonna get something on the gaming channel tonight. Something on the channels tonight other than this update. So back to the origin story. I've always wanted to do YouTube because I'm like, well, there's so much I have that I could do for videos. Ended up being AWO. Then I'd slowly introduce gaming. And I'm a big, avid fan of video games. You got people who love to read. You got people who love to watch movies and review them and all that. I love video games. I love to review them. I love to do it all. It's actually pretty fun. I play all kinds of video games. If there's any video games you want to see in the future, I'll definitely try it. Definitely. Holy shit, wrestling. I don't know when that's going to be back. I don't know when Uncharted is going to be back. I don't know when Split Second is going to be back. I don't know when Mario Kart's going to be back. I don't know when any. It's when I can hook up the stuff and I can record, and I just haven't been in the mood to play much video games lately. Hi, Veggie. Vegas is my cat. It's pretty cool. It's far from goodbye. It's a comeback. I've been silenced before. I won't be silenced, but I mean, it's just been tough with school coming back, and I'm in grade 11 now, and I've matured, and YouTube just got caught in the shuffle. I wanted to do a month of just talk about stuff I don't like. That failed, unfortunately, and yeah. Here's to a bright future. I ain't done. Far from done. The Canadian Dragon will make a comeback. I don't care if you subscribe. I don't care if you like my videos. I don't care, Like, I want to keep things positive. And yes, I know I do curse, but, I try to keep it as advertiser / kid friendly as I can. Sometimes I do drop them, but, can't help it sometimes, So when you get frustrated about something and then you just slip like an F-bomb or something like that. I've done that. I've been frustrated the past few days. I just haven't had the courage or the will to actually want to do anything. There's TV shows I want to talk about. There's movies I want to talk about. There's books I want to talk about. There's video games I want to talk about. There's video games I want to play. There's books I want to read. There's movies I want to watch and review. There's and so on and so forth and so forth. I'd like to eventually dip my nose in podcasts, but whereas my computer's kind of crap right now, I kind of can't. I just have like me talking into a microphone and just talking about current topics that are of my interest, like the Blue Jays, World Cup of Hockey, for example. What's going on with UFC? What's going on with WWE? What's going on with video games? Where the video game market's at right now, and just general stuff like that. Books I'd recommend. I'd recommend The Shining by Stephen King if you've never read it. I know people review books and they're like, "Oh, this is a cool book," but I really like The Shining. I like Stephen King. I prefer him over Darren Shan when it comes to horror. I like Darren Shan too, so if you like Darren Shan, don't get me wrong. I don't hate Darren Shan. I do like Darren Shan, but I prefer Stephen King over Darren Shan. SmackDown Live, going great. I like it. I prefer watching it over Raw most nights. Because, I mean, not only one of my favorite wrestlers on there, John Cena. Yeah, come at me. My favorite wrestler is John Cena. Come at me. I'm actually wearing his HLR shirt right now. But I love what they're doing with AJ Styles. I love what they're doing with Dean Ambrose. I love what they're doing with Heath Slater. Him and Rhino, great team. I was rooting for them since I heard they were a team. NXT's doing great. Raw's doing Raw doing okay. I don't know. I don't like glorified squash matches. Like, we see at least 3 a night. Bo Dallas has been having squash matches for whatever reason. Braun Strowman squash matches and Nia Jax squash matches. I'm sick of the squash match, you know? You know, I enjoy the odd squash match. Like, you know, it's like 1 a night. Maybe even 2 I'll enjoy. Like, when it was Nia Jax and Braun Strowman, that's when I was fine. Because, I mean, Braun Strowman is legitimately tough and Nia Jax is legitimately tough. But when you're trying to push Bo Dallas the way they are, I just don't agree with it. Congratulations to KO. I know I'm late, but congratulations KO, Becky Lynch, and AJ Styles on winning your titles. Congratulations to Slayer and Rhino. Congratulations to all of them. You know, when I started this, I didn't think it'd get as big as it did. 16 subscribers, I have over thousands of views. Bye, geese. Anyway. And then I expanded to a gaming channel where I just did just games, and it's fun. Check it out, Canadian Dragon Gaming. I'm Canadian and I like dragons, so that's why the new YouTube name. Originally it was just my name. 16 years old, I'm sitting in front of a freaking camera. But whatever, I like doing it. Don't care if you like it, you know? Like, okay, yes, I care. But, like, I don't want just pointless comments like, oh my god, the videos suck, like, I've seen them before. I don't care. Yeah, I'll do updates once in the blue moon. This is just a channel origin thing for the simple fact that some people are confused of where I got my idea for this channel. It was mostly because I liked wrestling, and I had a bunch of figures, and I was like, you know what? Throw shit at this wall and see what works. I do throw shit at the wall a lot. Some of it works, some of it doesn't. I mean, some of it grows in popularity, some of it gets no views. Lately, AWL hasn't been doing that great, and, you know, I'm okay with that. I enjoy doing it. That's all that matters. Excuse me. Like, I mean, I don't reveal myself often. Yeah, in a few videos you've seen me. But, I mean, you know, I prefer being behind the camera than in front. Now, that might change when I'm older. I might go in front of the camera. I might do all this, that, and everything. Like, I'd love just to do a video with, like, I Hate Everything. Or a Dose of Buckley. Hell, even, I'd like to do a freaking video with anyone on any bigger YouTube channel. Except for PewDiePie. I wouldn't want to do one with PewDiePie. He's just too big. But I mean, and I agree, Dose of Buckley and I Hate Everything are big, but I mean, you know, they're not out of the range of, you know, helping. I mean, I don't even know if Dose of Buckley has even 1 million subscribers. Which you should subscribe to Dose of Buckley if you like an angry man with a sense of humor, like he's super sarcastic and everything. It's basically me, except older. I find, I agree with a lot of the things he says. I hate everything, and well, he says he hates everything, but he doesn't, you know. It's a great channel persona. I've never seen something like that before. I'm kind of glad he's the one to do it, because he just has that sense of humor. There's a lot of things I want to do. There's a lot of things I've yet to do. You know, when I started, I didn't want to be big. I never asked to be big. You know, I got big, great. I didn't, whatever. I'm not doing this to entertain. I'm doing it because it's fun. Channel origins aside, and everything, it's fun. It's been fun. I'm not done yet. I still have fuel left in the tank. Before you know it, it'll be this, like, AWL will be ending soon. Once I move out, I'm done with it. It will ran its course. It will been 5-6 years, and it would have ran its course. I'm glad it's ran its course. It was great. It was fun. AWL will probably end sometime in 2018, maybe 2019 the latest. Then it will just be top 10s and other things, reviews and shit. My gaming channel will be prominent. I'll be more prominent on the gaming channel for the simple fact that it'll be easier to pick up and play. And I would like to get it verified. You know? Once I can get it verified and I can, like, do stuff with it, it'd be fun. Instead of making 15 minutes interval parts and stuff. Don't call it a comeback. I never left. I'm still here. I'm just not active because of school. Grade 11's been great. All the support has been great. All the negativity has been great. I like it. I like feedback, okay? No, there's a little bit of an audience. I know people in the community. I don't know people in the community, There's a bunch of bigger YouTubers who I look up to, like, Ghost Buckley, IAG. It's been great. It's turning fall. October will be month of scary games and Halloweenish / scary-ish videos. Now, you see, what I'd like to do is, I'd like to do every, Friday, a themed video. I'll be talking about Halloween and horror stuff. But, Friday will be a certain something. Where I talk about a movie or, a scary movie that sucks or something that's great about Halloween, So, my last year was my last year for trick-or-treating. Yeah, I did it till I'm 15. 16 now, and I just don't want to do it anymore. I'd love to do a lot. Back to the origin part, I originally wanted to do it gaming. But then I was like, no, I should do it wrestling figures for the simple fact that I like wrestling. And video games, I knew it would come prominent, and maybe a few months later, after I launched the channel, I started doing playthroughs. I loved it. It was fun. Then, I was like, you know what, it needs a separate channel, because AWL was kind of taking a back seat at that time to gaming videos. And I was like, the point of this channel is for AWL and stuff like that, not gaming. So then I launched my second channel, my gaming channel. It's fun. Right now I'm playing through Uncharted Split Second, which is a great game, and Mario Kart Double Dash. Those three games are fun to play. I love all three. I'd like to play Resident Evil and Silent Hills for the month of horror. If I can slip in Doom, I will slip in Doom. Because I like Doom. I always wanted to play the originals. I played 3 in the newest one. I'm not a huge fan of the newest one. I like it, but lately I've been playing Fallout 3 a lot. Yeah, I know I'm behind in the Fallout, but I don't have next-gen console for next-gen. I'm looking to get it. WWE 2K17 is coming out. NHL 17 came out. NHL 17 looks great. Everything looks great. The Toronto Blue Jays are doing good, which is good. Josh Donaldson brought back the offense last night. But in the gist of it, I ain't done. The origin continues. I'm back for good. Or at least until I decide to take another break. I don't take breaks often, but I will be taking breaks because school mostly. So if I'm not updating, I apologize. It's not that I don't want to. I do. I love the feedback. I love everything. Peace, love, and hugs. Later. I'm in your host, Andrew. You guys are what keeps me going. It's hard being a Canadian. You don't know many Canadian YouTubers. Most of them are Swedish, Irish, British, American, not USAan. I heard somebody say USAan, and I'm like, what the frick? Not USAan, it's American. So, you come across the diamond in the rough when you hear, I'm from Canada. Unless you're Watch Mojo. Now, I do watch their videos, but I can understand why a lot of people do hate Watch Mojo. I understand. They're based in Toronto, so they're Canadian. Support your fellow Canadians. Hell, WWE's Universal Champion's Canadian. Which is great. We're not known for much. We're known for Tim Hortons and hockey, mostly. And basketball. We invented basketball. So we have that under our belt. But no, when I started this, I started it for wrestling. Then it turned into gaming, and AWL took a backseat. Then I launched the gaming. And now it's rare gaming channel videos are here. Except for in May or March, I haven't decided yet, is Mega Man month. Those will go on both channels. I'm playing through the X series on my main, and over on my gaming, I'm playing through the classic, which is fun. Mega Man 2 will definitely be played in the year of the sequel in Soul X2. Definitely will be played. Everything, there's a lot I haven't yet to play. I'd love to do Stick of Truth, but I can't because of censorship. issues, and I don't want to offend people. Well, I mean, I don't care, but I mean, I'd love to, but I can't because of the type of content. Maybe I'll play like the old school South Park games on like PlayStation. Either way, I've been your host, Andrew. This has been an origin story. Later. I'll see you later today with some games. I'd love to start every console ever, but I'm not going to yet. I've been looking on emulator sites, and I have a few games I want to play on them. GBA for iOS is back, and I have it. Frick, I downloaded Pocket Mortys. It's fun as hell. I want to do a review on Pocket Mortys once I beat it. Like, I've been playing it extensively. It's fun. I want to do a review of Pocket Mortys. Stretch Dungeon is a game I've been really into lately on iOS. GBA for iOS, which is great. I have not played much Pokemon Go. I will not lie. I do have it. I just don't play it. I'm not that. I'm more sit down and catch Pokemon, you know? It ain't the end, but it isn't a comeback. Well, it is a comeback, in a sense. I'm gonna start telling stories, too. I like a good tale. So, AWL will be back Monday without the European Champion for now. So, it'll just be one title on Warrior, or on Fiesta, until I either get an A replacement, or B another European Champion, or C find the actual European Champion. Or I might just like instate like one of those paper belts that I used to make. Just make a paper belt. Have that for the time being. And I'll just call it like the Holdement belt or something. I still have creative ideas left. I still have good storylines for AWL, and I still have good games to play. Check out my gaming channel if you like games. If you like wrestling talks, rants. I do rants sometimes. Stuff about like video games and movies. I'm gonna start reviewing movies. Just sit out here and talk about a movie. That'd be great. I'd like to review The Shining, the movie and the book. Book, for the simple fact that I'm reading it right now, it's pretty good. I like it. But I'm not a book reviewer, because I don't read a lot of books. I know that's sad to hear, but I mean, video games are books. Like, I love music, I love video games. Reading was just never my thing. So I find I can't get into books that easily, but you know, it could just because I'm young and I want to do other shit. Maybe once I'm older, I'll be into books, and hell, this will become a book reviewing channel. I'll sit in front of a camera and review a book, like people do now. Those sap suckers. No, I'm kidding. I know a few people who do book. I know a person who does book reviews. You know, I changed the name twice, Andrew, and then Canadian Dragon. Why did I change it to Canadian Dragon? I've actually. Here's why. Mostly one, because I'm Canadian and I like dragons. But another thing is because. Okay, there's something mythological that everybody likes. Be it unicorns, dragons. I always found dragons cool. But again, it could be because I'm a guy. Even if I was a girl, I'd probably like dragons. Because dragons are just so cool and fascinating. They're fascinating things. Dinosaurs, too. I like dinosaurs. I don't really like dinosaurs, but I like dinosaurs, you know? I can talk about smart things, but I choose not to. I'm really smart, but I don't like the smarty type things, you know? The channel is doing good. It will stay doing good. Games will come back, I promise. There's a lot of untouched water. There's a lot left to do. I've been your host, Andrew. It's time for real. I'm out. Stay tuned. Coming up, music, movies, video games, reviews, song reviews, what the song means to me, and stuff like that. Bye.